Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news for you, and the headline reads: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does to his people, Biafrans, what Buhari could not do for Nigerians. See details, but before we go to the news proper, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's go straight into the news of the day. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has reacted to the newly emerged disease causing fears and panics across the globe. Kanu, in a recent broadcast, has promised the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, donation of 50 million naira to curtail the COVID-19 pandemic, especially in Igbo land, that's the Biafran land. Towards this very pandemic, we are commissioning 50 million naira for now to educate our people and contain this virus. In continuation of the broadcast, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra have also said that following the spread of coronavirus, IPOB will make sure they provide food for the poorest masses in the region. We also gathered that the Nnamdi Kanu urged each state in Southeast and South-South they should map out 2 hospitals to be controlled by IPOB to protect lives of Biafrans. We are going to give food to the poorest family in Biafra land. Nigerian government have ever since the outbreak of the virus recorded over 130 cases and still counting as the day goes by. Nigerians have taken to the social media to respond to this noble cause. Quite a number of persons have done a lot of comparison with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. But before we go to full analysis and implication of what he has done to the people of Biafra and Nigeria as a whole, judging the fact that Nigeria is also going through the same process and the governors in Nigeria also are aware of this, let's feel the pulse of Nigeria quite across the globe, what Nigerians are saying about this gesture. This one here is saying, imagine a non-governor donating 50 million naira while our do-nothing governors are looking for where to borrow money to squander. They're all together a coronavirus to the 35 states minus Lagos State. This one here says, enemy of Biafrans, go and hug transformer or go to Sambisa forest to face Boko Haram. What is the problem if IPOB donated 15 million? Monkey. This one here says, that shows Nnamdi Kanu is a good leader with compassionate heart and very caring heart. God bless you and the entire IPOB all over the world. This one here says, God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Omadi K1 of Biafra. Igade. This one here says, please be specific when writing. Is it 50 million naira of it? I think it's 50 million naira here. This one here says, more blessings for you, young man. Okay. This one here says, idiot that did not come for his father's burial. Thunder fire you. I guess it's referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But he's doing more than what anybody. Look, let's leave sentiment here. If this guy can, whether it's his money or from IPOB's coffers of money, the fact that he thought that these people need medical attention, and the fact that he knows that there are some people who may not be able to feed well at this critical time, and is willing to bring up 50 million from the coffers, is a good man. Sentiment aside, let's leave sentiment and see. When we see the truth, say it. Stop putting sentiment. Let's still feel the pulse of Nigerians here. That's why I say, my hero, God will continue to bless you and protect you from the evil zoo in Jesus' name. This one here says, audio money. Until we see the money is audio. Well, time will tell. The Biafrans will let us know if it is true or not, if truly the monies have been shipped to. But then, that's another thing. Let's just feel the pulse of Nigeria. We'll discuss it. This one says, Ndewo Daloso. As in, thank you, well done. This one says, long live my able leader, Nnamdi Kanu. This one says, still this heartless government don't care about their plight of the citizen, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is showing love to his citizen. Wow. So he is saying many people are still confused about the purported donation made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please explain further if it's 50 million naira, because it is. Furthermore, please, what process shall be used to adopt to show that the fund is appropriately and equitably distributed to the targeted persons? Time will tell. We'll find out. This one here says, Supreme Leader, Supreme Lies. A man who hasn't donated 5 naira for the cottage hospital in his own village, 50 million kill you there. Time will also tell. Be patient. This life have taught me so much. We keep talking propaganda. All the propaganda we've been hearing doesn't come to pass. But yeah, somebody will stay somewhere, keep saying some prophetic declarations. I'll call it prophetic because sometimes even here in Nigeria we don't get to see it. Then next thing we see it happening. So who is doing propaganda here? Who is calling it audio money here? Time will tell. Those in the Biafra land, talking about the South and the Southeast, he has already mentioned the names of those states he's taking in for Biafra. We will know if truly they did feel such impact or not. Let's continue. This one here says, how I wish Papa God answered the IPOB prayer so that their noise on the net will stop. If the man is wise, donating 50 million naira to only your people will not stop corona from spreading. But at least it will reduce to the barest minimum. It will cushion the effect. It will make the hungry. Another form of disease is also hunger. What makes people come out and avoid the effect of coronavirus? Because they don't have food to eat. So they need to come out to hustle. Now, if they have food to eat, why would they want to endanger their lives? Or, some of them don't even practice this so-called social distancing simply because they don't believe in it. Even if they do, they're like, something must kill a man anyway. But, like he rightly said, he needs to educate his people and also provide the basic amenities, so hospital equipment to cushion the effect, and also provide food. You guys need to hear him well before you condemn him. Don't condemn good things when you see it. If it's good, celebrate it. If it's bad, condemn it. Let's not begin to, because this is bigotry I'm saying here. To me, what he's doing is not about how many governors have brought out 50 million. Oh yeah, talk. How many? None. Let's continue. So here, Kanu. This is Kanu. This one here says, I thought this kind of lies are stopped. Now, wow, we'll find out. This one here says, God bless Biafra. Great leader, may God bless you the more. Amen. So many people are reacting. So I said, that's a nice one. Bravo to the supreme leader of IPOB for this kind gesture. Okay, but let's stop it there. There are a lot of persons that have reacted to this. Let's not overdo this. A lot of persons have said God bless you. There are a lot of God bless you there. A lot of persons who say he's actually proactive and all that. But let's call a spade a spade. Now he says he's going to give 50 million naira. Okay, and the 50 million he's mentioning here is going to come back from the coffers. Okay, whether he's coming from his private pocket or not, I believe that there is some sort of donation, because I remember earlier in the years back, he made mention of the fact that IPOB needs to do some small donations so as to push the propagation of Biafra, so that funding wouldn't be a problem. And I feel that, look guys, let's leave sentiment. These IPOB guys are rich. But they have money, man. Money is the problem to them, I tell you. So if it's money, you'll be surprised how the monies are tripping in. You'll be surprised. So I feel that probably that money is coming from the funds. They must have, been saving along the line. And I say, look, instead of us keeping these funds and our people are dying because the way the government is good, because everybody's watching the government. What are they really doing? There are no hospitals. Some of the hospitals are not well equipped. We are like the rumors we're hearing. I don't know how through anyway. Kiari is not even in town. He's not even in Nigeria. He was smuggled out of the country to Cuba. And Cuba here are known for, they have one of the best doctors in the world. Yes. Cuban doctors are one of the best doctors in the world. Now they have smuggled him to Cuba. So likelihood of him even surviving it, the only thing that may make Kiari not survive if God, says a no to it. And of course, the fact that he's an old man. So sometimes your immune system needs to be boosted to fight the disease. Those are the things. But Nigerians are here suffering it in Nigeria with Kiari has been pushed to Cuba. You can just imagine. And now we all have an idea of what is going on in Nigeria. You say, look, while we're waiting for government that may not really function because we are trading the hands of God, he's now saying, look, for those in Biafra land, each state map out 2 hospitals. And now they said those 2 hospitals, because I guess he doesn't even trust the governors here, because he can train the 50 million, it will just enter ocean and dissolve. You will not see the money. Once when you put a cup of water into an ocean, it will just disappear to swallow it. Exactly. So if you throw it via the states, your money will disappear. So I guess it's going to be some sort of IPOB funds. I guess they all have coordinators in each state. Okay, so in that case of who's the coordinator for Imo, who is the coordinator for Anambra, who is the coordinator for each state. Okay, then they'll probably wire the money into your account. Now it's not for you to like, which of the hospitals can we use? Even if it is one of the hospitals in the local government areas, they pick that hospital, equip it with everything there, and then begin to walk into the villages and see those who don't really have food to eat, and begin to supply them with the basic food of life at least. Okay, and then anybody who is sick, at least that particular hospital is well equipped, that will take care of. So to some extent, if you ask me, is that not a good gesture? Is that a terrorist gesture? Let's begin to call a spade a spade. Is that one a gesture of a terrorist? Is that not a noble gesture? Is that not the one that people usually call humanitarian service? It's the bad one. It's not helping to cushion the effect for the government too. While the government are actually looking for hospitals and equipment to buy, IPOB members are saying, look, we are going to buy some equipment for hospitals. We're going to cushion the effect in South. When you see good things, commend it. Don't leave bigotry out of this. Commend it. It's not a bad thing. Have you seen any Boko Haram person come out and say we'll give you people hospital who submit 50 million to the northeastern state we have ravaged? Nothing like that, because those ones they are truly terrorists. These guys are good people. Leave sentiments. And this is a good gesture if you ask me. It's not a bad one. But that's my take on this. What's your take? What do you think? I feel this is how it may go. But he has not communicated to the Pobians, the Biafrans, those in the eastern states, how it will be distributed. But he has said there's going to be 50 million kept aside for this purpose. But they should map out two hospitals, each in each state, for that purpose, and also reach out to the poorest persons in each state to cushion the effect. What do you think about the gesture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? And some persons online, of course, who don't believe in Biafra anyway, are saying it's audio money, but I don't believe it's audio money. These guys are having money. These guys, they got money, man. Money is not their problem. So the challenge is going to be how to reach out. The challenge is not the money, it's how to reach out. That may likely be the problem. But I think they already have coordinators on standby to make this happen. But let's interact in our comment section. What do you think about this noble gesture? Why some persons feel that the 50 million is even too small? Let's interact.